I've been waiting for this day for a while. Today, we're gonna play Legacy of Kain Defiance, which is unfortunately the last we got to see of the Legacy of Kain story, for now. One of the reasons I've been really excited to get to Defiance is that I didn't get to play it as much as I got to play Blood Omen 1 and Soul Reaver 2. I didn't have the time. I just moved to a new city and I was trying to get established in a new job and trying to get back into university. I had to adult and I didn't get to play nearly as much as I wanted to. But today we're gonna fix that. One thing I'm really excited about for Defiance is hard dialogue again. This is our team back, and Defiance kind of acts as Blood Omen 3 and Soul Reaver 3, because you get to play as Kain and Raziel, which was just amazing. I was so excited about that. And I have it on PS2, but I've spent a lot of time getting it ready to play on PC, because I want to show you guys the best stuff I can. So this uses a texture mod from Vargatomi on Nexus Mods for the UI, characters, and environments. And that's loaded by text mods, so that meant that I couldn't use all of Steam's tools that I normally use, like game capture and its controller support. I ended up using my old XPatter license and just creating a XPatter profile from scratch. If you want that, let me know. I'll send you my custom profile I use for me and then one that I match to the PS2. I've also used Nemesis 2000's widescreen fix. So thank you so much to Vargatomi and Nemesis 2000 for making this possible. I think it looks great. You guys did great work. I'm really excited to finish the story and to show you guys in the hard dialogue too. So without further ado, let's get into Defiance. Okay, I got a big checklist I have to do before I can start the game, which is kind of, and I kind of still have to use a mouse a little bit in addition to my controller. And it has to be wired, because this machine doesn't have Bluetooth. Here we go. Yeah. Start a new game. Yeah, great work here, Vargatomi. It looks fantastic. I love it.
Given the choice, whether to rule a corrupt and failing empire, or to challenge the fates for another throw, a better throw against one's destiny, what was a king to do?
If they do a new one, we're gonna need a recap like this for all the games. I could cut it together. I have the skills and the technology. Love it so much. All these games.
But does one ever truly have a choice? One can only match, move by move, the machinations of fate, and thus defy the tyrannous stars.
Now that's the dialogue I'm here for. Yes. I do hope this does get. I do hope this gets a remaster. I would love that. Be first in line. Well, me and all of you. We'd all be first in line. So this seems to take place directly at the end of Soul Reaver 2. And we get Bat and Mist form too.
And so I returned to the sanctuary of my enemy, the fortress of the Sarafan Brotherhood, deemed impossible for any man to penetrate. Impossible for any man.
Nom 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 nom.
Deep within these walls my prey awaited. Mobius, the time streamer, deceiver and eternal gamester, using living beings as his pawns.
Yeah, screw that guy.
In the end, we'd rooted out an entire nest of the fiends.
But we had swept that area already.
Not well enough, but no matter. We purged every last one of that brood with fire, where their souls now rest.
Lord Mobius will be pleased.
It was time for Mobius to answer a few questions. I hoped for his sake to find him in a forthcoming mood.
Especially when you compare it to the cutscenes, man. Vargatomi, amazing job. Seriously, this looks amazing. And Nemesis 2000, I love having the widescreen. It's so nice. Yeah, there we go. Love the close range bites in this one. They're fun. Love it when vampires do vampire things. Yeah! Full disclosure, over the last 2 or 3 days as I've been getting this set up, I've played this part probably about 12, 13 times. Worth it though, looks great. If you're interested, here's a comparison I did.
Help me! Help me! Oh, please, no.
From time to time, it is necessary to feed. And the unusual event of a feast prepared by the Sarafan must be savored.
We need to bring back the helpless victim counter. Slurpity slurp. Oh yeah. Oh, and here's a fun thing in Defiance. Yeah. Float and slurp. Float and slurp. Yeah, the fixed camera angles are definitely an older style of game. That's another thing that has made Soul Reaver 1 and 2 a little bit more timeless, is the free camera is really, really nice. Next patter's working great. Feels just like I remember the PS2 playing. I have a few modifications that I made. I like to use the triggers for TK. For health. Ding. Yep, that's me. I brought it back.
What was that?
Nothing.
The touch of water is like acid to a vampire. I had to find another way to pass.
I like that they have the float jump from Blood Omen 2. I like that part of it. And a few other parts. Yes, I have nice things to say about Blood Omen 2. A few, but I do have them. Yeah, these kind of harken back to the blood and magic meters from Blood Omen 1. Just a bit of good, clean vampire fun.
This passage undoubtedly led to the time streamer. My prey was nearly in my grasp. but the door had been sealed by a blessed barrier. As I approached, the Reaver resonated in response. Perhaps its dark sorcery could dispel these holy barriers. As I suspected, the Reaver was not yet powerful enough to shatter these barriers, but there was something to this.
I love it. That was just way too satisfying. Oh, still can't do the Kain laugh. I feel like I was just here. Okay. That is exactly how I imagined Kain would open doors. Oh, crap. Mother holes. Here I am being a smartass and getting shot with arrows. I like that we just have icons now.
Locked. What a love of doors these pathetic humans have.
See, and I also have no problem with voiceover narration, especially in this series. I love it. I think it's great to hear Kain and Raziel's thoughts. Thanks for the book. Yeah, good looking out, homie. Get over here. Nom 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 nom. Okay, so it looks like William's Chapel, but it's not William's Chapel.
This emblem was unmistakably of vampire origin and designed to enhance the Reaver's power. But this coincidence seemed too convenient. Mobius clearly meant for me to find
Clearly.
it.
Sound the alarm! Vampire! Don't let him escape!
Ah, yep, there we go.
Surround him! Surrender, fiend, and we will promise you an easy death.
I could promise you the same, but it would be a lie.
Yeah!
Okay, that was awesome. Well, the Reaver needs to eat now. Don't worry, we'll feed you.
This barrier had a curious resonating effect on the Reaver.
Warmer to holes. This feels like the Texan Hall. Oh. Okay, that's annoying. Can you do about this? Yep. Take that. I promise I'm not usually this irritating. Only when you watch me. Yep, here we go. There. Music, action, everything. I love Legacy of Kain. Not embarrassed to say it.
This door had been equipped with a singular lock, requiring an unusual key. Somehow, I would find it.
Humans and their love of doors. Oh, that's why it just came. I guess we'll just come and hit the dummies for... Oh, miss dodge. Nice. I forgot about that. That's awesome. Yeah, it gets a double suck again. Oh, I did it again, didn't I? Come here, my sword needs to eat.
Get him!
Okay, I've been doing that. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll bet they love seeing that. Okay, need something else apparently. Yeah, that is one issue of the older game design. It's just a little hard to know where to go. Which in a linear game... There we go. Oh yeah, we can free look. That's right. So another thing I'm really excited about for Defiance is that like I said, I just don't really remember what happens in it. So there's some gaps in my knowledge for Legacy of Kain, and I'm excited to fill those in. I guess I ought to be careful given that I hear water around here. It does do pretty well letting you feel powerful as Kain, though. Oh. Whoops. Oh. Oh. Gotta watch that water.
Yes, I understand. It will be done. The stage is set. You needn't linger in the shadows, Kain. It has been a long time, hasn't it?
No banter, Mobius. You know why I'm here.
Yes, Raziel.
The Abyss has been
You
unkind.
sought to introduce your own pawn into this game, and now he's been swept from the board.
By your hand, I suspect. Where is he?
Perhaps you should ask, when? How humiliating it must be for you to come begging at my doorstep for answers.
Enough wordplay.
Don't threaten me, Kain. You see, I have the upper hand. How remarkable that the great Kain should succumb to the scepter's power like any common vampire. Still so arrogant after all these years, thinking you've devised some brilliant plan. You know nothing. You have read the signs, but missed their meaning. You believe you are that myth of vampire prophecy, the scion of balance, and that Raziel holds the key to fulfilling your destiny.
Finally, some good fucking dialogue.
But your messianic delusions have blinded you to Raziel's true nature. You have no idea what you've unleashed. There was a time when you might have heeded wise counsel when it was offered. Now, your vanity has made you witless. You will have to learn the truth for yourself. You'll be needing this. Your strength will return after I have departed. But by then, you will have more urgent concerns than pursuing me. Perhaps, when we next meet, you will have learned a little humility.
Mobius is a great villain. Or antagonist? Antagonist.
These strange creatures seem to manifest from the very shadows.
Yeah, the combat is way faster and more engaging than Soul Reaver 2 for sure.
Mobius's attempt at stopping me was not one of his better efforts. When I found him, it would be my turn to offer a few surprises.
Okay, so that's the Kain chapter. Now for Raziel. Sorry, I just love this stuff.
Surrender, Raziel. Abandon this petty rebellion. It was I who made you. Your life had played out, and in my grace, I spared you. You are my reaper of souls. You have no other purpose, no higher destiny. Just this. Accept your calling, Raziel. Let go of these vain hopes. Relinquish your will and feed.
No.
What do you profit from this defiance?
That's the name of the
There's
game.
some grim satisfaction in infuriating you.
My patience is eternal, Raziel. How many eons can you bear to languish here? The wheel of fate must turn. All are redeemed in the cleansing agony of birth, death, and rebirth. This is the engine of life, the purifying rhythm of the universe, to which all souls are irresistibly drawn. Yours is a necessary and noble function, Raziel.
Enough of your sermonizing. Are you trying to bore me into submission?
Yeah, sassy Raziel.
Why must this game go on? We both know what you are. You're no better than the vampires you so despise. A voracious parasite, cloaking its appetite in a shroud of righteousness. I refuse to do your will.
I can see into your heart, Raziel. It is not your will, but cowardice that keeps you here.
How so?
You know what fate awaits you when you leave the underworld. That phantom weapon you bear is a constant reminder, isn't it? The sword is waiting for you out there somewhere, and you tarry so as not to meet it.
I could not deny it. As long as I lingered here, defying my captor, I was able to postpone what I feared was my inevitable doom. To become the ravenous spirit imprisoned in the Reaver Blade. But that sentence was no worse than the stalemate I now endured. Better to face one's destiny than cower from it.
I have to add that to her video.
Souls, I created you, and to this function, my angel of death, you will return.
Enough. Yes, I submit.
Very good. Indulge your hunger. Yes, embrace your calling, Raziel. You will find that just as defiance has its price, so obedience has its rewards.
And submission is not always what it seems.
Okay, maybe that's some overt defiance there. Love the sound design in this in Defiance's spectral realm. It's so good. And Kurt Harland is such a genius.
Below me swirled an ominous-looking mist. I knew that if I fell, it would mean my peril.
Should we fall? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, no, it took us back to the checkpoint. Oh, no. I guess I shouldn't be a smartass about platforming. At least while I'm still platforming.
Do you believe your worthiness is so easily proved? Your way is sealed until you have offered further evidence of your obedience.
Okay, Dad.
I must feed you before I depart this place.
You must feed yourself, Raziel.
The wheel must...
Okay, so here's a question.
Now you understand.
How did the Elder God get influence over Raziel again? How did he bring him back under his influence after Raziel had been adrift in time? That's a good question for some writer. Maybe me someday. Okay, so how do I get over there? Ah, here we go. Nom nom nom.
You may go, but remember, you are mine. You can no more escape from me than you can escape yourself.
Ah, these little weirdos. They have become
You
more
want
weird.
this room cleared of its vermin.
If you wish to leave it,
Your will be done.
my good servant.
It's nice that the soul devouring is a little faster. Get in my belly. Of course, I have to wonder too how long Raziel's been down here. A whole 15 minutes? No, my guess is he's been down here years now.
You see? Obedience brings prompt rewards. Where do you think you're going, little soul? You can't escape.
Why'd you let me in here if you didn't want me in here?
Raziel.
Oh, crap. Whoops. Yay, platforming deaths.
Run faster. Embrace your destiny.
Gotta get through this level before my fill light dies.
You will never escape. I grow tired of this, Raziel.
He did not guard the spectral realm very well.
Clearly my escape had not been anticipated, or my benevolent master would not have expended such efforts to prevent me from going. And if my departure displeased him, then that was a victory, however small, for me.
Oh, that's gonna be hard dialogue right there. I love it. It's not to say these shouldn't have platforming. I feel like platforming is definitely the Soul Reaver DNA, but man, sometimes it can get a little annoying. Any more of that?
At last, I discovered a conduit into the material realm. I would finally escape the spirit world and take one step farther from my tormentor.
Did you think to receive the same favors after your rebellion as before? No, Raziel. I have no need for you to enter the physical world, so no conduit will be granted. You serve me adequately as a wraith, and a wraith you will remain.
You're grounded, mister.
So, my restraints had not been removed, only loosened. I would not be held prisoner in the spectral realm. There had to be another way.
Ooh.
As I emerged, I was granted a vision of what I would
Definitely
become
more
if I
interesting
did not
vampire
escape
wraiths.
the spectral realm. For these too were agents of my master, hunting the lost souls that struggled to escape the endless twilight of the underworld.
I too would become a strange fish being.
My master's plan for me was ominously clear. Like these mindless hunters, I existed only to fuel him with souls, siphoning their energy to feed him and his wheel of fate. I had to break these bonds, while I still possessed my own will.
So that's the first hour or so of Legacy of Kain Defiance. Man, I forgot how much I really do enjoy this game. It's so much fun to play as Kain and Raziel both. The combat is definitely fine-tuned and way more interesting than Soul Reaver 1 and 2. The Devil May Cry-ish aerial combat stuff, it can be fun sometimes. I really like popping them up and then TKing them away. That's a riot. But in general, I just don't really feel like that fits Kain's character. I have a lot of thoughts on that, which will be in another video, but it's still a really, really fun game, especially for the time that it came out of. Now, Soul Reaver 2, Blood Omen 2, and Defiance all came out within 2 years of each other, which when you think about how slow game development is these days, it's just wild. Absolutely wild. Thanks again, Vargatomi and Nemesis 2000 for the texture and widescreen mods. Looks great, it plays great. I'm really excited to play the rest of it and to get you guys some more hard dialogue. I do know how this ends. I don't really like the ending. Maybe we'll do another video about the ending, but in the meantime, I'm excited to dig more into it. This is going to be the last play video that I do for a while, it looks like, unless you want to see more, in which you'll need to let me know. But Defiance is awesome, and I hope that in a year or two, I'm right back here with you playing the next Legacy of Kain game together. That would be awesome. Let's do everything we can to make that happen. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see and want to see more, do the things.